A day or two ago, I had told you about what was coming up for me, that I have a surgery coming up involving my back. Right now, as I said before, I live in pain. I can only sleep on my side. I can't sleep on my back. Walking is an effort. At this best when I'm actually supported by either pushing my wife in her wheelchair or pushing a basket, trying to do some little shopping at the store. It's funny because as much as I may have grown, there's still so much for me to grow in addition to what I've already have done. And this is one of those days, whereas if I was maybe 5 months younger, and I really do mean 5 months younger, 5 months ago, I would have went into my hands and said, what now? Come on, what now? And when I say that, I'm actually being quite serious. What the Lord is doing is giving me peace with things, but it does affect. But one thing it will never affect, it will never affect my faith in Jesus. It will never affect the hold He has on me. And the more things happen, the more I begin to think about really I can't even imagine what Job had gone through. And then again, I can't even imagine what many of you are going through. I've seen different things. I've read that. I heard my pastor give a list of people to be praying for. I said, oh my goodness, it's so many people that are going through troubles, going through horrific situations and circumstances. And it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And you may never feel as though, essentially, that you can ever get through. And it always seems like for the saints, there's always issues. This person's sick, that person's sick, that looks like I'm gonna have to move a little bit only because of what do you call those things? Connection. Like there was a poor connection, so I'm gonna move over a little. Okay, it's okay. What I'm trying to do, or say, saints of God, is when you feel as if you've reached the top, be careful, because there's always something else to overcome. Today, my surgeon called, and I had an MRI earlier this week, not only on my back, but also on my neck. I was kind of surprised at why they would want to do anything to my neck, because my neck isn't one that's bothering me, it's my back. But my neurosurgeon said, we have to operate on your neck as well. Not just the back, but we have to do your neck as well. The same thing that has happened to your back has happened to the vertebrae that's in your neck as well, which means that I have to drill a larger hole in those discs, because at least one or two are herniated or they're under extreme stress. So instead of having my back surgery on this coming Wednesday, I'm having neck surgery on this coming Wednesday. Then I'm going to heal up and then take my back. Then I have back surgery. And I could barely believe it when I heard it. Because all this time I was thinking, well, I'm going to deal with my back. I had comforted myself with, I'm dealing with my back. At least after this, would be hopefully an end to the pain that I'm in. I didn't even think about my neck. And then here someone's telling me, and I just finished talking to my cousin. He's going through a procedure that involves cancer. And I was relating to him what was going through with me and giving him encouragement. And then this news happens. And I said, well, you sure know how to address things. And I wasn't as much scared as I was maybe disappointed. And for 1 second, I said, Lord, what's going on here? But he told me that he just told me that my grace is sufficient. You're going through it. My grace is sufficient. So I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I did tell my mother, and she wasn't very happy with it, because she just feels like a lot of things are just happening to our family. This is our season, I guess, our season of misfortune. Remember, there are seasons. There are spring, summer, winter, and fall. There's the best season, there's the worst season, depending upon how you think of it. And not everything that happens in a saint's life is always the best season. We're always looking for, this is our season, this is our season, this is our season. Okay, that's fine. But then you're going to have another season too. And that season is not going to be very conducive for you unless you gain strength from what you go through. And that's what I have to understand for myself. That, yes, I'm going through this situation. And is it unsettling? Of course it's unsettling. I mean, it's my neck. And then after that, it's my back. And all this time, I still have my most treasured one who's going through what she's going through. And my fear, if there's any fear of it, my fear is that I will not be able to take care of her. Someone else will have to. I'm getting help with that. That does not mean I like it. Remember, I'm the husband. I'm the one that should be taking care of my wife. And I had pledged to do so. Even took the rest of my life. And I would, of course, learn. Maybe I'm not as good as others are. Maybe I don't know everything. Maybe I'm falling down on a few things, but I'm learning all the time. I'm learning. Learning to be the best that I can be to my wife, that she understands that I care for her. But now I'm in a situation whereas I won't be able to do so for a little while. And that's the scary thing to me. That's the disconcerting thing to me. That's what bothers me. But I know God's going to deal with this. I know He will. I understand He will. And He's got both of us under His control. So I'm not crying. I'm not fretting. I am thinking more about what needs to be done, yes. But I know God's got us. And just understand, saints of God, that with all this, I know the Lord has still given me much in the ministry that he has given me to do, that I must serve in the way he wants me to serve. And so I will try my best, if I have to get off the air for a little bit, to get back as soon as I can. Because I must perform the work of the Lord. And this is not God's doing. Remember, Satan wants to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Satan brings misfortune. Satan brings illnesses. Satan brings situations. But also, I may have also pushed myself too far in many things and just did not watch over my own health. Can't blame God. I'm not going to charge God with folly. I haven't before. I'm not going to do it now. And God should not be responsible for my own mistakes. But God does help. And I will continue to trust him. I will continue to trust him. And saints, you trust him. He will bring you through. He will bring you out. And be honest, that's where my peace lies. Just give me an update. As the bishop used to always say, not complaining, just explaining. God bless you all, and I love you in Jesus' name.